Let us go for the introduction. So convert polar to rectangular coordinates. If you look at the polar axis here, so you got an x and then pi over 2 on y-axis. So there is a theta angle and a triangle here. So pxy is going to be the point. X is going to be the units on x-axis. Y is going to be the units on y-axis. Coming to p r theta, r is the radius starting from horizon O. So r is the radius and theta represents the angle made with the polar axis. So p r theta represents polar coordinates, pxy represents rectangular coordinates. But how to find x and y? If r, theta, polar coordinates are given, then you can find rectangular coordinates x, y, which is given by x equal r cos theta and y equal r sin theta. So now we are going to use this mostly throughout the topic, so you need to be very familiar with it. So x, y will be r cos theta and r sin theta. So example 1, polar coordinates to rectangular coordinates. Find rectangular coordinates for f, negative 5 and 45 degrees. So you got radius, which is minus pi given, and then angle given is theta, which is equal to 45 degrees. So now you're going to find x, r cos theta, and y is going to be r sin theta. So this is going to be the conversion formula. Now plug in the values given from the question. So negative phi is going to be r, cos theta is cos 45 degrees, and coming to sin theta, so negative phi sin 45 degrees. So just convert them. Minus pi square root 2 over 2. Here also the same, sin 45 and cos 45 are giving the same values. So minus pi square root 2 over 2. So the rectangular coordinates of f are going to be negative 5 square root 2 over 2, which is approximately negative 3.54. And even the second point is going to be the same, negative 3.54. So actual representation is going to be like negative 5. So you go on the opposite side, 5 units, and then making an angle of 45 degrees. So example 1, just guide your practice. Find the rectangular coordinates for r, negative 8, 300 degrees. So you got 4 options. Once you're done, just come back and have a look at your answer. The correct answer is C, negative 4, 4 square root 3. So coming to converting rectangular to polar coordinates, r value is square root of x square plus y square. So if you look at the triangle and use the Pythagorean rule, so x square plus y square is going to be r square, which is the hypotenuse. And if you're finding r, then it's going to be the square root of x square plus y square. And theta is going to be tan inverse of, because tan theta is opposite over adjacent, which is y over x. Now you're going to find theta, which is tan inverse of y over x if x is greater than 0. And you got theta equal tan inverse y over x plus pi radians or 180 degrees when x value is less than 0. So this is the condition. Just make a note. In example 2, rectangular coordinates to polar coordinates. Find 2 pairs of polar coordinates for the points e2 minus 4. So x value represents 2 and y value is going to be minus 4. Now here if you check, x value is given greater than 0. So tan inverse y over x will be the formula to find theta. If x value is less than 0, then you need to add 180 degrees or pi radians. So let us find r first. R value is square root of x square plus y square, and theta is tan inverse of y over x. So plug in the values. X is 2, so 2 square here, and y value is -4 whole square, and tan inverse of -4 divided by 2. So this is going to be around 4.47 or square root of 20, and tan inverse of -2, so which is -1.11. If you're using the positive side, so you need to add plus the 2 pi here, so you get 5.18. So you can see here, so the answer is going to be 4.47, and -1.107, you need to add 2 pi, so you get 5.18, and the other point is 4.47 minus 1.11. Okay, so let us go for the guided practice. Find two pairs of polar coordinates for f, -5, -6 with the given rectangular coordinates. Pick the correct option. Once you're done, just have a look at it. So the correct option is D, option D. Now, real world question, conversion of coordinates. Refer to the beginning of the lesson. Suppose the robot is facing due east and its sensor detects an object at 3 and 280 degrees. What are the rectangular coordinates that the robot will need to calculate? So first you need to use the formula x equal r cos theta, which is the conversion formula, y equal r sin theta. Now theta is given in the question, which is 280 degrees, and r value is 3. So just plug in those values. 3 cos 280 degrees, and here 3 sin 280 degrees. So which is nearly 0.52 and -2.95. So the object is located at the rectangular coordinates 0.52 and -2.95. Example 4, rectangular equations to polar equations. You need to identify the graph of x plus 2 whole square plus y square equal 4. Then write the equation in polar form. Support your answer by graphing the polar form of the equation. So let us see which is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equal r square. So that's going to be the formula. Here a value is going to be -2 and b value is not given, so b is going to be 0. So radius is going to be 2 because 2 square is 4. So to find the polar form of this equation, replace x with r cos theta and replace y with r sin theta. So x plus 2 whole square plus y square equal 4. In place of x, you just write r cos theta, and in place of y is going to be r sin theta. So when you expand this, so you get r square cos square theta plus 4r cos theta plus 4, and here r square sin square theta equal 4. So just 4 is going to be taking on the other side, so subtract 4 on both sides. So you get r square cos square theta plus 4r cos theta plus r square sin square theta equal 0. Then try to bring 4r cos theta to the other side, or subtract 4r cos theta on both sides. And we got r square as common factor here. So cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, which is Pythagorean identity. So r square equal -4r cos theta. Now r value is going to be -4 cos theta by dividing both sides by r. So the graph of this polar equation is a circle with radius 2 and centered at -2, 0. So you can see here, this is -4. So you take the other side. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 units on negative side, which is the circle. Rectangular equations to polar equations guided practice. Identify the graph of x equal y square, then write the equation in polar form. Once you're done, just come back and have a look at it. The correct option is D, parabola, which is r equal cot theta and cosecant theta. Example 5, polar equations to rectangular equations. Write the equation r equal phi in rectangle form and then identify its graph. Support your answer by graphing the polar form of the equation. So which is the actual equation given? R equal phi and r squared is 25 by squaring on both sides. And we know r squared is x squared plus y squared. So it's going to be 25. Now the graph of the rectangular equation is a circle with radius phi centered at 0, 0. So you can count here. So up to phi is in between 4 and 6. So take a circle around. So the answer is going to be x squared plus y squared equal 25, which is a circle. Go ahead and practice. Write the equation r equals 6 sine theta in rectangular form and then identify its graph. Once you're done, just come back and have a look at your answer. The correct option is x squared plus y minus 3 whole square equal 9, which is a circle.